Right, we are now live. Lovely. Just turn the camera angle. Thanks everyone for joining. My name's Peter. I'm a small-time eBay reseller and a gaming collector. We have the BCP, resident BCP, and Andy Robinson. All right, guys, cheers for popping in. I appreciate that. The topic today, which I thought about the other day, is how do you get motivated to get stock compared to having loads of stock already? So so with the question and the topic, do you think of some points to that? All right, Chrissy, cheers for popping in. I appreciate that. So I think, like, for me, how do you get motivated to get stock compared to having loads of stock already? Karen, cheers for popping in. I appreciate that. And Adrian, cheers for popping out, Mr. Birthday Boy. Hello. Cheers for popping in. And so I think, like, how do you get motivated to get stock compared to having loads of stock already? So it's basically how do you get motivated to get stock is one point. So how do you, my chat, get motivated to get stock? Oh, that's gonna be there you go. Do you, like what Chrissy just said, finding stock is the fun part for me? Correct. That is the fun part. Learning, for example, I think for me, getting stock motivated is to learn more niches. I think to get motivated to get stock. Oh, right, tap hello, cheers for coming in. And anytime, Adrian, today, hopefully have a good birthday. Yeah. So for me, it's learning new things. Also, getting out there, trying to find bolos or trying to find different items that you can flip £1 into 20, 25 quid. Oh, hopefully the sound's okay. It's not too loud or too low. Do let me know about sound, for example. And then also compare that to having loads of stock already. So you've got to think, do I really need to get motivated to get more stock? Or because I have a whole pile, a pile of stock already, but death piles already? Or do I just say, sod it, I've got to go out anyway. I'm going to charity shops, going to car boots, jumble sales, whatever, to get stock. Might as well. You might find something you can flip from £1 to 50. You never know. I'll just pop into a chat and see who else is in. And Karen says, finding stock has never been an issue for me. Not been working, so no charity shops for 2 weeks and still got stock turning up daily. Blimey, do you get it off? How do you get your stock then? Do you get? Okay, fair enough. Cool. Yeah, it's that thing to actually know also where you're going to get your stock. Right, Richard Payne, cheers for popping in, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, so it's where you know where you're going to get your stock, how to get it, what stock you want to get compared to your niches and what you want to learn, for example. I think for me, how I get motivated to get stock compared to having loads of stock already, basically meaning I try and get out as much as I can to have a look for stock. I flip through eBay, I flip through Spock, I flip through Facebook when I can. Not 5 days a week like some people do, but at least once, twice, 3 times a week if I can. I try and go to my car boots when not rained or snowed off. I try and go down to my local charity shops, even though they're pants as hell, to be honest. I try and see what I can pick up. What I like though, with me doing these how much is da items sold for on eBay, that series I'm doing on eBay, on YouTube, I mean, it helps me as well as helps you. The series how much is da items sold for on eBay, like I've done, for example, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I've done Grand Theft Auto games, Tomb Raider, Power Rangers, Goosebumps, for example. I'm sort of learning stuff as I go along, helping you guys as well to know what's out there, what makes money, what people have sold stuff for on eBay, and it motivates me as well to think, oh, I can look out for this one. I know what to look out for now. I can look out for this, for that, this one. So it kind of motivates me to get some stock. Obviously, I don't deal in clothes, but I deal in a lot of things, to be honest. Let me pop into the chat. And Karen says online, mate, as well as going sourcing eBay, Gumtree, Facebook, Spock, as well as some local sources that deliver. Sweet. Yeah, that's all right. That's fair enough, to be honest. And Adrian goes out 5 days a week to charity shops. Yeah, if you've got some good ones around near you, Adrian, and you get friendly with the people, then you can have some good deals, and also they can also deliver, or they can phone you up to say we've got some more stock. This da 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 da. Do you want to come down and have a look? Which is good to have a contact there. Okay, just more intergender chat there. Slowly the kids are back. Oh, I see. Yeah, I keep forgetting it's half term. Also, not working in a school anymore. I keep forgetting the half terms. That's right. And Chrissy says, I'm fine trying to source online is so long and could spend hours looking, not finding much worth having. I have my 3 favourite charity shops, but they never fail me. Well, that's good though. That your 3 favourite charity shops never fail you though. It's always good to have sort of what I say, a backup. So you've got your charity shops that you got to do well. Then you've got your online, you've got your jumper sales, your car boots. Do any of you try auctions? I know Tap Peddler does, but anyone else try auctions? Going to auctions, online bidding for auctions, not just Facebook or eBay, but other sites. And that, do let me know in the chat. I only go sourcing max 1 day a week, but we'll be out all day. Ah, okay, Karen, cool. I try and go like 2-3 times a week, a couple of hours a day. Fair enough. And Tapella says, I generally just source at auctions at the moment, so simply go every couple of weeks when it's on and hoover up as much the stuff as I can at the right price. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice one. What sort of stuff have you been looking to get, Tap Peddler? And compared to the obviously you've got to pay the auction fees. I'm not sure how much they are for your auction. Karen says, I only work whilst kids are at school, so have think smart about time. So I find online sourcing ideal as top up. Yeah, you can certainly get some great online deals. I've had some in the past, but if you think, why are people selling this stuff at this price when you know they can make money, but you don't care because you're going to get it and flog it and sell it for an X amount of money, make back double or triple profit, if you know what I mean. Yes, I live in a small town, says Adrian, and there are 9 total. What charity shops? Ooh, bang on. Yeah, where I am, I live in Chesington/Epsom border, so I'm more just about Epsom. In Chesington, there's 4 charity shops that are average, and also Epsom is about 5 to 6, so not great, but go to Kingston upon Thames, then you got some better charity shop, better class of items there. And Chrissy says he's never done an auction. I've done a couple, but you don't really seem to get much, to be honest. Auctions are quite far away from me, to be honest. And Karen says, have been auctioned before. Thinking about going again next time. Goes in line with a hubby being off work. So mainly clothing. Okay, cool. That's your niche. Karen, that's cool. Yeah. You enjoy the clothing. You enjoy what you do. Keep going. So I say, Tap Elliot says, auction fees are 15% here. I like to pick up electricals and hi-fis, etc. But I research as much as I can and buy anything if it's good, got enough profit in it. Yep. What's the lowest Tap Peddler, what's the lowest profit that you will go to on if you're at an auction? What's the lowest profit on a bunch of items would you go to, comparing to get it, list it, fees, and all that? I'm certainly the guy bidding on most stuff now at all the auctions I go, which does raise some eyebrows. That's fair enough. Yeah, so that's what we got to do, is get motivated. Richard Payne says, I usually source at boot sales, but have been sniping stuff on eBay too lately. Yes, I love the sniping tools that I found and being given as well. Yes, and snipe some good stuff for your own collections, like toy collections, gaming collections, or for your eBay or Amazon business. Yeah, you can get a lot of stuff. So in a variety of ways to get motivated to get stock, like basically knowing where your stock is coming from, i.e. charity shop, jumble sale, car boot, auction, knowing what price you're prepared to pay for what items, also knowing how far you got to go to get the stock. If, say, for example, you got a Facebook pickup and it's quite a way away, knowing that you can get to that place and that, being in the right frame of mind to actually be able to say, right, I've got this stuff here, needs listing, but once that's done, I've got to go and get some more stock. Or for example, say, this is my big pile, this part's listed, this hasn't, right, more stock needed, because as the bigger eBay sellers are, the bigger you get, the more stock you go through and the more space you need. So the more not the more ways of knowing how to get stock basically means. I'll just pop in the chat. Karen says I normally go to 1 or 2 boot sales a year. Oh, that's fair enough. Depends where they are though, compared to where you are though. Adrian has just said never been to any sort of auction. I also have an independent game shop in my town that in that process of closing down and been buying reduced stock. Nice one. Yeah, that's always a good lookout for your local shops that are on a closing down sale, so you can pick up some nice games, toys, even some clothes shops that got 50% off, 40% off, stuff like that. You can just go and pick up. A bit like Maplin's has closed down, especially my local area has gone. So yeah, I had lots of sales on. Karen says husband works about 20 miles away, so look around where he works too. Nice, that's all right. Profit wise, says Tap Peddler, I tend to at least £6 to £10 profit if outlaying £10 or less, but need more if it's a hassle to package, or if it's £30 more, i.e. it would sell on eBay for 70, my max to pay would be 30. Yeah, you got to make a profit. Also, compared to your packaging and where in the world it's going to, GSP or not GSP or what. Yeah, it's all those factors you need to factor in. Every time our car boot is due to start, it's rained or snowed off, says Chrissy. Yeah, my one in Epsom, which is about 6-7 minutes away from me by walking, it's only been on once in 5 weeks. Once it was closed due to snow, and the other 3 weeks has been closed due to the rain. So it's 4 times been closed, shut down, compared to once it's been on, because it's on sodden grass. So yeah, you don't get much of it. But as the weatherman says, supposed to be getting a heat wave next week or the week after, so might be an ideal time to go to a car boot. Karen says, I want to be get a listed seller, but fallen a bit behind. That's the thing though. That's in line, Karen, with this topic. How do you get motivated to get stock compared to having loads of stock already? Another branch off, finding it hard to list. because you're falling far behind. Either maybe some people are working another job, or you've got kids are off. For example, you don't want to do any listing because they're off. And if you try and do listing, they'll interrupt you, or you've got family issues, for example. There's something quite hard about that as well. But yeah, that's what most people like to do. Want to get it listed and list it seller, yeah. By the way, chat, what I want to know is if you get a haul, say a haul of clothes or a gaming haul or electronics haul, right? How long before you've tested it, washed the clothes, I don't know, whatever else, compared to. So basically, what I'm saying is, how long compared to getting your stock home, your big pile of stock you get from wherever you source it from, how long is it before you listed it on eBay? How long does it take? Because you may have to test the games, test electronics, wash the clothes, check the clothes, bag them, for example. How long does it take you from getting it to getting it on eBay and putting it away in different sections you put it away? I think for me, it's mainly due to my Asperger's. It's very. Some days I get like I'm up like that. Ooh, I'm up. I'm like ooh, happy as Larry. If you know what I mean. I'm so happy. I can list this list. Like the other day, I listed 9 die-cast James Bond boxed James Bond vehicles, just like that. In about 45 minutes, they're all listed. And that. But some days I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered, to be honest. But you've got to try and find the balance between getting it home, sorted out, listed, and have a sort of routine, for example. I'll just pop into a chat because there's been quite a lot of chat. Tap Ellis says, I also want to start doing more boot sales when the weather improves, but Sunday mornings clash with kids' football, training, and matches, so it's difficult. Oh, right. Yeah, a lot of children like to play footy in all weathers. That's a shame. Karen said, I tend to buy in bulk, for example, buy 30 items, clothing, oh, just jumped, for 25, some sells for 25 a piece, some for only a few quid, or we put in a bundle. Yeah, that's fair enough. If you're buying a bundle at a certain price, then you've got to make sure that you've worked out what each individual item is, like 25p, 30p a pound or whatever, compared to what you're selling it for. What's that about gypsies? There's a large boot sale about 40 miles away, which is great. I find it hard to go there due to kids' football. The one is nearer to me is small but okay, but the car park has been invaded by gypsies. Ah, all right. Okie dokie. Yeah, my local car boot. A lot of travellers sell at my local car boot, but yeah. Karen says if it ain't listed, it won't sell. I was naughty, listed some yesterday and sold 2 though. Fair enough. Why not? If it's sitting there, you're not going to make the money. If you're going to if you're going to get motivated to get the items, better get motivated to get it listed. That's what I say. Sometimes, yeah, it's hard with all family life and whatever else happens, but yeah, we've got to find a balance of getting the stuff, motivated to get it, also get our family life sorted out, have a bit of me time with the kids or your time. Then, for example, bit of YouTube here and there and whatever else. And don't be ashamed to have loads of stock. Just think about the stock as being ka-chings, money in your pocket, like your eyes roll up with pound signs. Just think about that. That's what I do. And then when I'm ready and I've got a good day, I haven't, like, for example, I don't know, had a bad day with Asperger's or something, I can just go list, 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 which I find quite soothing sometimes. Depends what you're listing though. But I found those die-cast James Bond vehicles, box ones, corgi ones, really easy and satisfying kind of list. Because I was looking them up on YouTube, the actual films, just to make sure I've got the right film compared to the right actor, this and the other. So, oh, move again. Tap Taylor says you would have liked Sunday's auction, Peter. Lots of GameCube, SNES 64s, and games there. Unfortunately, went too high for me. Oh, what sort of games though? I love an N64 haul and snares and game. Oh, my type of haul. I love it. I picked up a games haul for ages. I need to start doing that now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, the car boots are back with the weather. Richard Payne says my car boot usually waterlogged, like mine to be honest. So they moved then last weekend that filled with waterlogged, so they had to move to another. Oh god, that's a pain. Hopefully, you all your car boots and jumble sales and that, or just car boots are out in the open on a field, or got websites so you can check before you go out. Mine has. So, oh, if something says Chrissy, if something I hate, I mean, if it's something I hate, it sits for too long. I recently had an item with an awful battery acid leak. I left it for a partner to deal with, but he didn't do it either. Lol. Oh, that's annoying. The acid battery leak. God. Yeah. When you've got easy items to list, most people just list the easy stuff, but you've got. I know in the past, me, I've had items sit there for 3, 4, 5 months not listed, and then one day you just go bang, list done, and then few days later it sells. It's that sort of mentality, trying to think, have a routine of what to list and what day, pick out a few items, put it in another pile, list that, stop occasionally to have tea and lunch and all that, list and all that. Yep. Karen says, I want to have a 10-day handling time and I wash everything. Cool. Yep. No, I understand what you mean by that. Okay, yeah. Hopefully you can get that done and sorted. Usually, said Tapella, at least a couple of weeks between buying and listing. But often too much goes into my pile of shame. Yeah. It's a difficult thing with having lots of stock already, and then you just go poof, 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 poof. You think, sod it, I'm just going to leave that, dude. I'll just deal with these. Because some things you buy can be listed in bundles. You can just do one, and then just go right. The other ones, say for example, like Nick's car parts, quite a lot of them are the same. So on these RC parts as well. So you just put one, do one, get you listed, and that's easy. But then clothes are different brands, I think, if I remember rightly, different materials, fibers, all that. As you can see, me, I'm not really a clothes person. I just throw on what I throw on. Oh dear. Oh dear, where'd that go to? And Karen says, otherwise I would aim for 7 handling. Okay. What works for you? We've all got our different ways of listing, get motivated to get stock compared to having loads already, handling times, listings, motivations, all that sort of thing. We're all different. I'm like Peter, Chrissy, with my anxiety, low mood some days and really cannot be bothered. Other days I'm on fire and smash through listings. Yes, Chrissy, yeah, I kind of hate it to be honest, but I can kind of tell with my Asperger's. I wake up, bang, one day I'm in a good mood. I'm like, oh, lovely. Then a second later, I can just be in a shit mood all day. Oh, excuse me, I can be in a bad mood all day. But yeah, as I say, the other day I had a good day, listed 9 items, bang on, straight away. But yeah, it's just the way it goes. To be honest, it's hard with the Asperger's. You go up and down a lot. Adrian says, if I buy any electronics, I buy, test, and list in all the same day and put into storage all in one day. Yes, that's what I try to do. It's a difficult situation though. Once you've got the stock, you got motivated to go and buy it or source it online, or it's come, and you think, oh, that's a bit bigger than what I imagined it would be. Then, as Adrian says, he does it all in one day. That's okay if you can do it in one day. Some people have different anxieties, different conditions where they can only do 2-3 hours at a time to list or source, or because some people can't list, source, and pack in one day because they get tired out if they've had, I don't know, fibromyalgia or Asperger's or anxiety or whatever. Some people can, is they just do it. Some people stay up late and just list and stuff, but some people do a bit here and a bit there, which is fair enough. That's great. It's what works for you. All right, William Bryan, cheers, Poppy and Dude. Appreciate that, mate. Oh dear, what did I get up to? Yep. Karen says, Chrissy. Oh, this is to Chrissy. Same. Sometimes if it wasn't for kids, I would not get up. Fair enough. Hopefully your kids don't jump over you when you're asleep. Lol. I know I used to do that when I was a kid. That's very efficient. Tapella says to Adrian. I wish I could do that. Yes, same. Some days I can do a bit of sourcing and then leave it. And then some days a bit of listing. I sometimes do research and then list, which I find fine. But then sometimes it gets harder. Anyway. Oh, this chat's going like that. Clappers, day going fast. Should be researching at the moment, Laura. Well, it's always good, Corin, take an hour or so out of the day to recharge your batteries. And then after this chat, Corin, you can go back to listing and smash those listings. And don't worry about your piles of shame because they're all money at the end of the day. You will get them listed. And also, you've got to work out on the how do you get motivated to get stock. Part of the question is what stock you're going to get compared to the World Cup, for example, compared to the Royal Wedding, compared to whatever event happens this year. If you get stock like that, they might fly off the shelves. And also another branch of this is when to get it listed. So now or in weeks' time or 2 weeks' time. It's that sort of mentality to work it out, to be honest. Oh dear. That's good. Says Karen, Adrian, I would love to get to that, but I wash all my clothing before listening, so it's impossible. Yeah, we all work to different degrees, and we all, at the end of the day, are getting money. It may be a bit less than some people, or a bit more, but we all can strive to do better. Of course we can, but we can only do what we can do. If as you know, Richard Payne says, I am motivated to list. It's if I list it, ultimately, I'm motivated to list it. If I list soon after buying it, if I leave it too long, I lose interest in it and concentrate on the new stuff I buy. Yes, I know what you mean, to be honest. You need to list it as soon as you can. Otherwise, you're like, nah, I can't bother, that'll do, whatever. You come 3 months down the line and be like, what's that down there? Oh, damn, I should list that 4 months ago. We're going to make 50, 70 quid. Ah, anyway, talking about listings, how have your listings been this week, at the weekend, and when, once you've got sourcing, you've got to move to get sourcing, you've got source, you've got stock, you've sorted out your piles of shame, if you can, bits and pieces, right? When is your best times that you sell a lot of stuff? I think for me, it's around payday, just after payday is the best time for me when people buy stuff, to be honest. I get a lot of collectors buy my items, to be honest. Where did I get to? It's jumped again. Adrian says to Tap Peddler, I have a wife. She doesn't like clutter, so saves me with GV. Oh. GVA, oh god. Yeah, so basically giving, oh yeah, I know what you mean. Karen says, thin line between hoarding and having no stock at all to list and having a desperate source. Yes, that's true. That's very true. I understand that, to be honest. Having no stock and to listen, you're scratching around to find little items that are not worth a lot. And in this day and age now, with the prices going sky high with the old fees for eBay, for the postage, for example, whatever you use, what sort of items do you sell price wise? Do you still sell under £10 items or over £10? or do you stick to over £20 compared to the fees and the profit margins? What sort of profit do you get for items? Because I stopped months ago selling items for under £10. Maybe they list under £10, but with the postage they go up over, if you know what I mean. But I don't want to be dealing with small items that are listed under £10. You get no money out of it, to be honest. I said hi to William Bryan. Chris said, I wish I could wash all clothes properly. I recently shrunk a dress, which put me off now. If I find any of Mark, I cringe. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't do clothes, so I can't really relate, to be honest. Karen says, for me, I have to binge buy as I only have car when husband's off to buy 100 items at a time. Yes, okay. That's another good point, actually, Karen, there. How do you get motivated to get stock? Having a car, having public transport, having the train, the time to go out sourcing to get motivated. If you've got a car, yes, you can go a bit further on. And if you don't have any of them to hand, then that's what Karen does. She buys over 100 items at a time, which is good. And they turn up at your house and you're like, right, okay. You think, what do I do now? I put this here. I check the items, check these. We've all got different systems we use to check items, sort them out, wash them, list them, or whatever else. And I've seen a lot of YouTube videos, to be honest. I'll just take this off. Quite warm in here now. Saying hi to William Bryan there. Everyone hit the like button. Cheers for that, Chrissy. Appreciate that. Chrissy says to Karen, we only have the one vehicle as well, so only go to proper sourcing when other half's off at work. Oh, that must be hard. Very hard to source a lot of items at the same time. Blimey. Lucky I've got a car of my own to go and do it, or go to the post office or whatever I do. Yeah, it'd be hard. Adrian says, I buy a lot of board games, so I buy a lot of board games get home and have a drink, sort through the games, check all the bits are there, but do take pictures and post and store the next day. Aye. That's another little branch I like to say. I was going to wait to say that, but Adrian's brought it up. He's hit nail on the head as well. Basically, yeah, you get a load of stuff, you get it home, you have a cup of tea or whatever drink you have, and then you, for example, you kind of either check the bits are there, like say for example board games or games, or check the clothes not ripped or whatever labels are. Then you may do some research first, or you may do some pictures first. And for me, I check the items, then I do the pictures, take a whole bunch. I don't take 1, 2 pictures. I try and take as many as I can, up to 12. I'll probably take 10, 11, 12 pictures of an item or items. And then I'll probably take 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 items, pictures, put them onto my PC. So then I know when I'm back on there a couple of hours later or something, I just can whack the listings off, for example. Then I try and store where I can the same day. If I don't, then I might misplace an item and stuff. So with this, to get motivated to get stock compared to having loads of stock already, how do you, once you've got the stock, guys and girls, what's your system to get it listed? Do you take photographs first? Do you check it out first? Do you get your research done first? Or what do you do? Do let me know in the chat below. Same here, Chris. Hence, by such bulk, and it's good he gets a day by himself and I get a day out. That's fair enough. Why not? Oh, it's just jumped again. Chris says, yesterday I randomly typed in Christmas and looked at recent sold. Surprising how many people look for Christmas stuff all year round. Yeah, definitely. It's kind of worth it though, especially at car boots. People now to hand, as long as you've got the space to put it, for example. Tap Taylor says payday is always good, but weekends are always good. Yeah, true. And what times, though, also, what times are best? What times of day, week, night do you get the best sales? For me, it's around 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night when people are relaxing, got home from work, just relaxing for the evening. May 10 o'clock, gone to bed, searching their phone for a deal. Sometimes I search for a deal at 10 o'clock at night, search for a deal and try and snipe a deal, get the deal cheaper, which I did when I got my SNES Classic Mini console. I got it on, I sniped it really cheaply, and now it's for my collection, but it's the same sort of thing. Karen says, anyone think there is anything in this list and it sells? Previous weeks I've been, whilst not listing, very confusing. But Karen, that's the eBay algorithm for you. It's a difficult thing. A lot of people been saying about the algorithm. Do they promote your listings, or eBay promote your listings, or what do they do? Basically, like YouTube. eBay's like YouTube. YouTube, the notifications don't crack out very often. It's like eBay. Sometimes it cracks a whip, and you get lots of sales. Sometimes it doesn't. It's just it's also like eBay is saying, a bit like YouTube saying, pick and choose. I'm going to pick and choose for you what sells, what doesn't sell. Da, 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 da. Yes, so it's that fine line between you do this, you can have no sales, or you can not list, as you say, Karin, and get sales. It's weird. But also with that, Karin, basically you can list and get £2 or £3 or £4 in sales, or you could just not list, go sourcing or do whatever you want to do and make say 70, £80 on an item. It's confusing. Tap Taylor says, one thing I find is that I put off listing something for ages, then it sells instantly if I list it. I regret not getting rid of it sooner. Yeah, we've all done that. Oh, it's the thing, trying to work out. Oops, Daisy, I'm spilling my tea now. What sort of thing sells? Like some of the sellers we know, what they're selling and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a hard thing though. As what Chrissy says, same. Karen says, been quite good last couple of weeks before the gap. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we've all get it, to be honest. We all have low days and people paying and then want to return it or not paying. Yeah, we all get that sort of thing. Payday, said Richard Payne. Payday as well, but sometimes random days I'll get loads of sales and following day 1 or 2. Yeah, I don't think it matters though what items you're listing, because some people say in the chat, oh, am I listing the wrong items, am I doing this? No, you're not. Get it listed and it will sell. It might take a year, it might take a day, it will sell. Doesn't matter what you've got, clothes, toys, games, computer games, a fridge, whatever, you know what I mean? It will sell, for example. It's just trying to work out when it'll sell, but you can't because you never know. Crazy. Taphead says, I started to only list items over around £20, but I've noticed a dip in sales overall, as both smaller items all add up, as long as quick to list or popular. Yes, that is true. Very, very true, Taphead. That's another point, another branch off my topic I was going to talk about as well. Yes, for dipping sales, if you go above a certain amount, I found that I went to just over £10 for an item, then went to 15. I saw a dip in sales, but then I went back down a bit just to test the water, and I got more sales. Because some, as you say, Tapella, are quick to list and are popular items, as we know, some games or some clothes, for example. It's a weird thing, but just keep at it. Do what you do. You can only do what you do. If you can't do it, take a break. Rethink your strategies. Get some more stock. Rethink how you're listing, what you're doing, and you'll make some good sales. So trying to have a good mix again, low and high value item. Yes, it's always good to have a bunch of items, because I'm not sure like if this is true, but most people on eBay when they're buying, I know I do, they start on the low to high listings. So they go for a low high. If say for example an item's got 200 listings, would you think a buyer would look through 200 listings? I don't, to be honest. They would go for most of them go for the low to high low to high first, low price, all the way down to high price. They'll probably look through 10, 15, 20, not 200, no. They may go to the end, look a couple of them, but I wouldn't say they look at all, no. But it's a difficult situation though. That's all right. Adrian says best days if it didn't jump. Oh dear. Best days to sell is me Fridays and over the weekend. Had 10 sales in 3 consecutive days. Yes, lovely. I find it best mainly like Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Around payday, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. People on their phone, got home, sat on the sofa and gone, oh, let's look at an eBay. Oh, this person's got da da da. I'll go and buy it. And there we go. Karen says, I mainly list lower value and you all add up as profit. Yes, profit is profit. That's the thing. You may have to spend a bit more to make. You may have to spend more on your stock to gain a bit more profit, but that's what we do. We start at the low end on the profit wise and stock. We build it up, and obviously, as we know, some people have built up so much and they're thinking, do I need more stock or do I not? But yes. Oh, I've got to go now, says Karen. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. See you later. Thanks for popping in, Karen. I appreciate that. I also list some lower value items. My dad always used to say, you only need to get £1 from a million people to become a millionaire. Haha, lol. Don't do a lottery. Ah, lol. Ah. Yeah, in that sort of respect, then maybe you never know, £1 could make you a millionaire. You get one item, and that could be, it might not happen in your lifetime, but it may do. You get one item, you can just go for 2,000, 4,000. Like Nick Hills, he had that game when he went to Sweden for 2 grand or whatever it is, or whatever it was. That really rare game. And he didn't really list it for ages. And then he did the research, and someone said on the chat chat when it just started about games, oh, we'll get it done, and he sold it. I was only a kid when I used to say it, but it made sound so easy. Oh god, life was easier as a kid. So basically, guys, what's your week entail comparing to get motivated to get stock, and compared to having loads of stock already? What are your week's plans to either get stock or to get some stock listed that you want to get listed? Do let me know in the chat. Tap Peddler says, excuse me. Tap Peddler says, I do research first to decide whether to list or dump on the pile of shame. Then I photo about 10 items plus and put away in my storage unit, making note of its location. Yes, that's always a good way. Yeah, I like the research. Yeah, as I say, I sometimes did research first, or either research or photographs first. But mostly I photograph first myself. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 items, put it on the PC, and then as I'm listing, do half the listing, then I go right down to the end of the price and research each item or each bundle. Yeah, it's a good way though. We've all got different ways, Tap Peddler. Yeah, that's always good to make. Always good, as Tap Peddler says, to make note of your item's location. All right, Sam Colbert, cheers popping in, dude. I've just seen that. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you don't make a note of its location, you're going to lose it so long. And what do you make a note on? Do you do it on a sticky pad or on your phone or in a pad, notebook and pen, Tap Peddler? Then I list them to put a note in my listings where the location was. Oh, it's on your list. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah, a bit like what Chris Gotts does, Tat on the Time. He's got boxes, or he did have boxes in his old place, and he puts on the where the location is in there in different letters and numbers. Richard Payne says, do quick research to get a rough idea of the value. Then I take photos, then research again thoroughly as I list. Yes. Yes, that's a pretty good way of doing it as well. As I say, they're all different. Yes, I like to research thoroughly as I list as well. Mm. Otherwise, I forget to do it. Mm. Obviously, with my Asperger's, takes me ages sometimes. I'm usually like slumped, you know what I mean? But usually, says Chrissy, you get sales around 8, but also often get sales at 2 a.m. on clothing items. Lol, I guess people can't sleep, so go shopping. Oh, that's true, true. And who here in this chat does GSP and ships around the world, or just UK, for example? Me, at the moment, I just do UK and that. I have had a couple of sales through around the world, but normally just UK I pay to. Mm. That's the thing, people can't sleep, so they get up, go on eBay, shopping. Well, it's always good to wake up to a sale. Touch wood, fingers crossed that it's a good sale, and people don't be an utter beeping dee about it. Adrian says, I go. Oh, all right, Chris B. Cheers, put me in, dude. Appreciate that, Chris B. I go out to look for stock, says Adrian. Research for stock outside a shop. Go back in and buy it. On to the next shop. Take it all home, sort it, pictures and post sometimes, and store it depending on time. Yep, yep. That's a good way too. Whatever makes you happy, to be honest. Yeah. Yep, yep. It's good to sort it straight away. Have a cup of tea, sit down and work out where you're going to go to, have a rough idea, get your idea of what you're going to do. Yep, correct. Yep. Yeah, pictures. I find pictures is the most demanding. I don't mind listing. I don't mind researching. I don't mind going to buy it. But for me, pictures, I can't stand taking them. I take the yeah. So, what's the worst thing that you hate doing in the listing process? Do you hate listing on eBay? Do you hate the research? Do you hate the photographing? Do you hate the cleaning the clothes or items or testing or what? Do let me know in the chat. I'll try and get through. Sam Colbert says the minimum I sell an item is for £12.99 with free shipping under a kilogram. Yes, that's another thing actually that it just reminded me of, Sam, is you've got to work out how much you're going to make profit wise compared to what kilograms the item is. So say it's 1 kg and 12.99, then you work out your profit margins compared to the weight and which company you're going to ship it with. If it's going to go over the World or UK, Hermes, Post Office, all the rest of it, DPD, all the rest, to make then compare to what profit you've made. Adrian says, yes, I treat my reselling like the film Field of Dream. Build it, they will come. In other words, list it, they will buy it. Yes, yes, of course. Yep. People will buy it. It's really random what people buy. Like in my series, how much is items sold for on eBay? I find when I'm doing that research for that series of videos, I'm like, have a laugh. What people pay £100 like Goosebumps figures? I'm like, £100 for a wallet. Collectors, they're crazy when they go and buy stuff like that. Aye. It's like laughs like a box of chocolates. Sorry, I just had to say that. Tapper says I recently had learned not to go too far out of my comfort zone though, as I brought about 30 dolls and about 40 decorative plates. I'm not listed any of them yet. Hmm. Yeah, I see what you mean in no Tapella. No, your comfort zone. I think sometimes you have to though. That's why we've got the chat chat. If you want decorative plates, I think the best person to go to is Steve Green. He deals in that sort of thing. Not sure about the dolls, but Steve Green does that for decorative plates. He's the best person to go for that. Oh dear. All right, left hand down a bit. Cheers, popping in, dude. Appreciate that. For people who have popped in, The topic is, how do you get motivated to get stock compared to having loads of stock already? Do let me know in the comments. I'm just catching up on my chat. Maybe one way to think is, if you know something sells for X amount, then really listing it is earning the money. So if you're making nothing, as long as you keep listing, it's okay. Those will sell. Yep, of course, Tap Peddler. We've always got days where we don't sell much or anything, but you do know you've got X amount listed because you've set aside a day to get stuff listed or stuff washed or brought or whatever tested, then you know the item is going to make X amount, maybe with a bit of best offer on, for example. Then you know the next day you're going to have some sales. That's like people in Tap Chat. They constantly put, oh, I've had no sales today, it's going bad, wait. It may take a week, may take 2 weeks for a sale, may take a day or 2 days. Who knows? You will get a sale at some point. And one sale get you £100, could make £100, or 4 sales can make £100. Who knows? It's just the way of eBay. You never know, but if you don't list, you don't know. In the end, says Tapella, i.e., if you list £100 worth of stuff per day, really you are earning £100 per day, but the payout may come later. Oh, okay. Don't worry, Chris B. I appreciate you popping in anytime. So basically, guys, do you ever give yourself a wage doing this? If you're full-time, for example, part-timers get a wage anyway with our other job, but full-timers, do you get a wage? I need to start listing 10 per items again. Yep. That's part of the topic here. Another branch off. There we go. How do you get motivated to get stock compared to having loads listed already? That's in the compared to having loads of stock listed, compared to having loads of stock already, is how many items per day do you list or do you want to list? So Tap Taylor says 10 items per day. For me, I try and list. I don't list every day because I'm sourcing or other bits and pieces, looking for work or doing other bits and pieces, but I try and list at least. I did 9 the other day, so I'm going to try and do some. I can't do any tomorrow. I'm out all day tomorrow. Thursday, I'm editing my video. So Friday, I am going to be listing, job hunting, all that. So I try and do 10 listings on Friday as well. So I try and do at least 2-3 times a week if I can to list a certain amount of items. It doesn't always work, but hey ho. Adrian says, yes, I am like a Del boy looking for one big score, and I think I do. That could be end of reselling, but who knows? Yep, who knows? Oh, like a Del boy, get your old cigar out and your sheepskin coat and your hat, Cockney walk. This time next year you'll be millionaires. This time next year I'll be a millionaire. Kushti, you palonka, Rodney. I can't do it very well, but Rich Payne says, I still don't know locations of the items. Not lost one yet though. Oh, that's lucky though. Yeah, I used to know on a post-it note what the item was, what I paid for it, what I gonna get back on it, for example. I did that through Nick, but now I don't bother. I know exactly in my head. If I need to write a note down, to write on a bit of paper and there. And also know where the item is, for example, because I make a note anyway on a bit of paper where I put it. Luckily, I don't have too many items, so it's not hard to find anyway. Chris B says, if I can find it, don't jump. I love buying in bulk. Makes life easy. I'm not a fan of going around boot sales, fighting other resellers. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I can understand that pretty much. Buying in bulk is easy, yeah. Yeah, it's hard fighting the resellers. They're pushing you, whacking you, hitting you, all that, yeah. Sam Colbert says, I find complete and sold listings on my phone and sell similar. And I take photos on my camera and Wi-Fi, then to my iPad or phone. Yeah, if that works for you, then that's a good way of doing it. It does sometimes take me a while to locate an item. I've sold. Well, Chris B, with all your game stuff you get, I don't be surprised. I'm not surprised. Richard Payne gets lots of GSP sales, normally a lot of higher than the previous sold prices. Sweet. That's always a good deal. I did say to hide the left hand down a bit. William Bryan says, I wish I had time. I've got an absolute attic full of stuff and it's listing. Oh, maybe one day, William Bryan, set yourself one day to just say, right, I'm going up to the attic. I'm going to pull down this part of the stock. I'm going to check it, maybe wash it, or if you've got clothes or whatever, list it, do the research one day. Set yourself one day. I hate packing the most. I love testing games, or I don't mind packing, to be honest, but I'm not loving it either. No, my worst is photographing. Oof, I hate it, but I do it, but I hate it. Dead slow for me. Too many shows to watch every day. Lol, crispy. So much. Oh, I knew BCP would get that. On the topic of be YouTube. Yes, go to your BCP Bunker Up Pickup. Go to your storage unit tomorrow. Go there. No YouTube until you go there. Get some stock. Sort some stock out. Get some sales. You need to do that. Yeah, it's been really busy, BCP. I'm sure it'll pick up for you. Oh dear. Majority of my stock by people coming to me mostly via WhatsApp, Crispy. It's always good to have a on the bit. How do you get motivated to get stock? Have a line of people saying, "Oh, this is here," da, 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 da. Or a charity shop phone you up saying, "We've got this sort of stock. Do you want to come down and have a look before I put it out?" It's always good to have friends in that sort of way. Yes, that's true. Might be dead one week and good the next. Always picks up. Yep. So some people you may do Amazon, eBay, merch. So if one's dead, then you got another one to pick you up. Depends what you list. Yes, Crispy sure does. Adrian says pet hates and misselling. Have to sort through board game. Or don't start board games. Sorting them through. Saying, "Oh damn, I ain't got such item. Yeah, I've got such and such. I need these ones." You're like, "Oh my god, yeah, put to one side. Yeah, I can't drive. Oh, can't you? Oh, okay." So car boots are out of my reach, but I am taking driving lessons at the moment. So long term car boots, here I come. Oh, good. Hopefully your driving lessons are good. Once again, happy birthday once again, because Adrian's birthday today. Yeah, hopefully the driving lessons go well so you can get some car boots done. Will it BCP? Oh, you're going to use Gumtree, BCP. Yeah, I'm using Spock. Not had any success. One person's asked me if one of my items is still available. She said yes, but haven't got back to me. What do you say about UK Devils? UK Devils. I don't know where he's gone. I'm sure he's got a full-time job, BCP, where he does a chef. Don't know where he's gone. He used to be in all the chats every single time. Has been around for 2 months, to be honest. I don't know where UK Devils. It'll pop up at some point, but oh, well, people got to do what they got to do. If they can't do YouTube, then they got to cut out one or the other. He did say that in one of the chats months ago, but he said he won't be doing YouTube for a while. But oh well, don't really pay myself away just such. Just take out what I need to pay bills and stock. Yeah, that's fair enough. You got to earn while you learn. That's what I say. That's all right, Adrian. That's fine. I saw that on your Facebook earlier on. I spoke to him last week, basically. The 3 family issues I know. Oh, is that UK Devils? Ah, and Chris B will give him a ring after this. Yeah. Wish him well, though, Chris B. Wish UK Devils well. Hopefully, we'll see him soon in the YouTube wise and the chats and that. And William Bryan's going to do it Sunday, hopefully. Okay, wicked, mate, wicked. I noticed I hadn't been in the chats for ages. Hopefully, family things. Yeah, definitely. Same here, to be honest. Yeah, I know, BCP. You're going to go to your storage unit today, but I couldn't do my chat tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully you get to go tomorrow, mate. Oh, it's gone past the hour. I just popped to the end of the chat. I had over 40 parcels to pack then last few days, and a lot of them were big bulky items and low on good boxes. the moment. So I took ages and spent most of the last 2 evenings packing. Okay. Yeah, it's a difficult thing though. Just last question, when do you send your items and when do you pack majority of your items? Just to say that. And also, it's a difficult thing though with YouTube. If you've got 3 or 4 items to pack or more, then if you're watching a YouTube video, do you say, I'm sorry, I've got to go, I've got to pack, or do you watch to the end or what? Really sick of it now. What? Oh, packaging, fair enough. I wish UK Devils well from you lot on YouTube. Yes, yes, please do, Chris B. Yep. We wish him his safe return to YouTube and the tap chat and all the other things. All right, Bianca, cheers for popping in. Hi, Peter. No, I'm so late. What could your current message last? Oh, okay. Oh, well, I'll be going on 5 more minutes anyway. I'll just get to the bottom of the chat. Hopefully, you're well, Bianca, and sales are going well and all that. Tap Tapeller says, good thing about selling bulky items that it clears up space for more tap. Oh, yes, it sure does. No, definitely. I pack in the evenings. Usually, put YouTube on whilst I'm packing. Yeah, I've done that before. YouTube on packing. Yep, yep. It's a constant reminder of how we need to. If we've got 30, 40 items to pack or whatever you've got to pack, then you've got to think. It's a thing where you got to go YouTube packing. What do I do? Do I watch in the background or on the telly or what? Hi, Bunker, my favourite chat friend, lol. That's a laugh. Oh, dear me. Yeah. I know there's so much YouTube already out there, but sometimes we've got to take a break and we've got to do our packaging. Yep. Because I package like mostly in the evenings when I get sales and try and send out the next day if I'm available. I always send the person a message, for example, to say, hi, thanks for buying so-and-so item. I will be packing it today. I'm going to send it out at the time by this class, Royal Mail class. Hopefully, you can leave me good feedback. Please check out my other items, Peter. I always like to do a nice little message to the buyer to warn them that I'm going to package it and send it whenever I'm going to send it. And then hopefully, you can leave me good feedback. Right, any more questions? Do leave it in the chat. Go a couple more minutes and that. So how's the weather been for you all today and all that? Yesterday it was raining here at Epsom all day long. Today's been raining, but we have forecast a heat wave the next few days. Oh, come on, Chris B. Sweet YouTube room. Don't ask that, Bianca. Blimey. Weather's raining here, fair enough. Yeah, not good though, to be honest. But at least you've got hopefully you've got some stock at home. Some stock at home you can be listing and stuff you can be testing and that. Oh, definitely. Right, guys. I was building a large shed from scratch. So I need good weather soon. Oh, okay. Is that going to be your new tap shed sort of thing, tap pillar? Dry here now, but it's supposed to rain later. Ooh. Hopefully, you haven't got to go out anywhere. There's still a lot of doom in the room. The Dungeon of Doom, basically, BCP. Dry and overcast here. At least it ain't raining. Right, guys, thanks for popping in. The people who popped in, I appreciate that. And hopefully you get lots of sales soon and things pick up and you get to the boot sales and you get your auction stuff done. You get motivated to get stock and you have get your piles of shame sorted out. Nice, that pillar. And thanks for popping in, guys. And do leave me a thumbs up, a like, share this video, hit the notifications bell and all that. And I'll speak to you soon. See you later, guys. Have fun. Cheers for popping in.